When you lose weight, your body fights back. You may be able to lose quite a lot of weight at first without much effort. However, weight loss may slow down or stop altogether after a while. This video lists some common reasons why you are not losing weight. It also contains actionable tips on how to break through the plateau and get things moving again. Before everything, don't forget to subscribe our channel and turn those notifications on and like this video. Number 1. Maybe you are losing without realizing it. If you think you are experiencing a weight loss plateau, you shouldn't fret just yet. It is incredibly common for the scale not to budge for a few days or weeks at a time. This does not mean that you are not losing fat. Body weight tends to fluctuate by a few pounds. It depends on the food you are eating, and hormones can also have a major effect on how much water your body retains, especially in women. Also, it is possible to gain muscle at the same time as you lose fat. It's particularly common if you recently started exercising. This is a good thing, as what you really want to lose is body fat, not just weight. It is a good idea to use something other than the scale to gauge your progress. For example, measure your waist circumference and body fat percentage once per month. Also, how well your clothes fit and how you look in the mirror can be very telling. Unless your weight has been stuck at the same point for more than 1 to 2 weeks, probably don't need to worry about anything. Number 2. You are not keeping track of what you are eating. Awareness is incredibly important if you are trying to lose weight. Many people don't have a clue how much they are really eating. Studies show that keeping track of your diet helps with weight loss. People who use food diaries or photograph their meals consistently lose more weight than people who don't. Number 3. You are not eating enough protein. Protein is the single most important nutrient for losing weight. Eating protein at 25 to 30% of calories can boost metabolism by 80 to 100 calories per day and make you automatically eat several hundred fewer calories per day. It can also drastically reduce cravings and desire for snacking. This is partly mediated by protein's effect on appetite regulating hormones such as ghrelin and others. If you eat breakfast, be sure to load up on protein. Studies show that those who eat a high protein breakfast are less hungry and fewer cravings throughout the day. A high protein intake also helps prevent metabolic slowdown, a common side effect of losing weight. Additionally, it helps prevent weight regain. Number 4. You are eating too many calories. A large number of people who have trouble losing weight are simply eating too many calories. You may think that this does not apply to you, but keep in mind that studies consistently show that people tend to underestimate their calorie intake by a significant amount. If you are not losing weight, you should try weighing your food and tracking your calories for a while. Tracking is also important if you are trying to reach a certain amount nutrient goal, such as getting 30% of your calories from protein. This can be impossible to achieve if you are not tracking things properly. It is generally not necessary to count calories and weight everything for the rest of your life. Instead, try out these techniques for a few days every few months to get a feel for how much you are eating. Number 5. You are not eating whole foods. Food quality is just as important as quantity. Eating healthy foods can improve your well-being and help regulate your appetite. These foods tend to be much more filling than their processed counterparts. Keep in mind that many processed foods labeled as health food aren't really healthy. Stick to whole, single ingredient foods as much as possible. Number 6. You are not lifting weights. One of the most important things you can do when losing weight is to do some form of resistance training, such as lifting weights. This can help you maintain muscle mass, which is often burned along with body fat if you are not exercising. Lifting weights can also help prevent metabolic slowdown and ensure that your body stays toned and muscular. Number 7. You are binge eating, even on healthy food. Binge eating is a common side effect of dieting. It involves rapidly eating large amount of food, often much more than your body needs. This is a significant problem for many dieters. Some of them binge on junk food, while others binge on relatively healthy foods, including nuts, nut butters, dark chocolate, cheese, etc. Even if something is healthy, its calories still count. Depending on the volume, a single binge can often ruin an entire week's worth of dieting. Number 8. You are not doing cardio. Cardiovascular exercises, also known as cardio or aerobic exercise, is any type of exercise which increases your heart rate. It includes activities such as jogging, cycling, and swimming. It is one of the most effective ways to improve your health. It is also very effective at burning belly fat, the harmful visceral fat that builds up around your organs and cause disease. Number 9. You are still drinking sugar. Sugary beverages are the most fattening items in the food supply. Your brain doesn't compensate for the calories in them by making you eat less of other foods. This isn't only true of sugary drinks like Coke and Pepsi, it also applies to healthier beverages like vitamin water, which are also loaded with sugar. Even fruit juices are problematic and should not be consumed in large amounts. A single glass can contain a similar amount of sugar as several pieces of whole fruit. Number 10. You are not sleeping well. Good sleep is one of the most important factors for your physical and mental health as well as your weight. Studies show that poor sleep is one of the single biggest risk factor for obesity. Adults and children with poor sleep have a 55% and 89% greater risk of becoming obese. Number 11. You are not cutting back on carbohydrates. If you have a lot of weight to lose or metabolic problems like type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, you may want to consider a low carb diet. In short-term studies, this type of diet has been shown to cause up to 2 to 3 times as much weight loss as the standard low-fat diet that is often recommended. Low-carb diets can also lead to improvements in many metabolic markers such as triglycerides, good HDL cholesterol and blood sugar, to name a few. Number 12. You are eating too often. It is a myth that everyone should be eating many small meals each day in order to boost metabolism and lose weight. Studies actually show that meal frequency has little or no effect on fat burning or weight loss. It is also ridiculously inconvenient to be preparing and eating food all day, as it makes healthy nutrition much more complicated. On the other hand, one effective weight loss method called intermittent fasting involves deliberately going without food for extended periods of time, 15 to 24 hours or more. Number 13. You are not drinking water. Drinking water can benefit weight loss. In one 12-week weight loss study, people who drank half a liter, 17 ounces of water 30 minutes before meal lost 44% more weight than those who did not. Drinking water has also been shown to boost the number of calories burned by 24 to 30% over a period of 1.5 hours. Number 14. You are drinking too much alcohol. If you like alcohol but want to lose weight, it may be best to stick to spirits like vodka mixed with a zero-calorie beverage. Beer, wine and sugary alcoholic beverages are very high in calories. Also keep in mind that the alcohol itself has about 7 calories per gram, which is high. That being said, studies on alcohol and weight show mixed results. Moderate drinking seems to be fine, while heavy drinking is linked to weight gain.